Hello and welcome back to one of my UE4 tutorials, and in this one it's sort of continuation from our dialogue one. So people have asked me how can I make it look a bit more cinematic. So here I've got a NPC walking around and I've set up the dialogue system just like I did in my previous videos, but this time when I talk to him the camera does a thing and it locks my movement. I can't move, look around, do anything until I finish the conversation. When I do, it goes back and I can resume playing and he resumes what he's doing. So in this tutorial I'm going to go through how to set up that camera changing, and it's very useful. So we see in a lot of games where, for example, when you hit a switch the camera will pan over to the door that it's just opened, for example, and it works exactly the same. I'm going to show you how to do that. What I won't show you though is the NPC AI walking around aimlessly. I'll do that in another video. So to achieve this effect, it's quite simple. I'm going to add a little bit to my dialogue code that I had done in the previous video. So if you've done those videos, just follow along right now. However, if you've not done those videos, I recommend going back and have a look at them so you can follow along more closely. But this code is applicable to everything. You should hopefully be able to take it and apply it to whatever you want to make. So the very first thing is on your actor you want a new camera. So add a component camera. So if in this case it's an NPC, but if you're doing, say, a door that you want to focus on or whatever, you simply just attach a camera to it. And what we do is essentially tell the game to change the camera from the player camera to this new camera. So I'm just going to set this up into position. Takes a bit of tweaking. Hopefully that'll be alright. And click compile. And going back to my event graph. So the first thing we're going to do is do the transition between the player camera to this camera. And I'm going to do that on my dialogue create. So as soon as I create my dialogue window, I want it to change its camera. So off this add to viewport, that's when it displays the dialogue window. I'm going to blend it to that target. So first of all we have to get the player controller. So get player controller, and from there you want to blend view. There you go. Set view target with blend. That's it. And hook it up to add to viewport. So this function blends between two actors and their cameras. So the new view target is the actor that we want to blend to. The blend time is how long it should take. The type of blend it is. This is the exponent. So if you want it to be a faster in the middle or faster at the ends, you can change this here, and it changes the curve of the blend. We're not going to worry about that today. And lock outgoing, which locks the view target to the last frame of the camera position for the remainder of the blend. So we need to set the new view target. So new view target would be this camera here. So new view target, you can type in self. Oh, I don't know if I can spell self. There you go. Get a reference to self. Okay. And the blend time we're going to do as 2 seconds. And we should now see this in action. So if I push play and walk up to my character, you see the camera changes to that viewport. Now you'll notice that the camera has changed to the viewport. It changed the position in relation to the NPC, not where our character is. So we need to do a couple of things. Firstly, we need to make it so the characters turn and face each other, and that way the camera setup is better. And secondly, you'll notice that I can still walk about, which obviously not ideal. So we're going to change that too. So let's fix the walking about bit. So again, we want get the player controller again. Okay, and off of there you can set ignore move input. and put that there like so. And you want it true. It says here, if true, move input is ignored. If false, input is not ignored. So this will ignore all movement. There's another one that we want to do though, and that is set ignore look input. Let's reset. Hang on. Let's try it again. Set ignore. There you go. Look input. And again, you want to tick the new look input to be true. So that will ignore all movement controls for myself until I tell it to go back on. Okay. Now to make them face each other. So to get two actors to face each other, we want to change its rotation. So set actor rotation, and the actor we first want to change is this one, so we can leave it as self, and its new rotation is here. So the new rotation, you come out and get find look at rotation, and this function returns an angle between two vectors, so the location of that player and the location of this character. So the starting point will be the get actor location, and we want another get actor location, so I'll copy and paste that. But the target for this one is going to be the player character. Okay, right, next one, we'll do it exactly again, but this time you're changing the rotation of the player character, so both of them turn to face each other, and it basically mimic exactly what you've done. In fact, I can just copy all of this, but this time I want the start to be the player character. Okay, and compile, and let's test that out. So if I push play, walk up to the character. Oh, so that is an issue, and that is because I've got these the wrong way around. So simply just going to swap those around. Like so. Right, let's give that another try. There we go. Perfect. So now I need to set it back, and I can't move. So now I need to reset it all back to normal. So we have to find the place where we have the bit of code which turns the dialog window off. And if you can't remember, after doing my dialog tutorial, it's in the dialog get line, and it's here we do remove from parent, set, and set. So from here, we're basically going to do the opposite of what we just done. So we're going to first of all do the camera. So we get the player controller, set view target with blend. Oh, no. There we go. And the new view target is the player character. Get player character. So if you don't know what the difference is between the controller and the character, the controller is the actual player, so the person controlling the game. So that's their controller inputs, their movement inputs, all the inputs that happen on the controller, things that actually are controlling basically the puppeteer. Okay, so the controller is the puppeteer, the character is the puppet. So the player character is the one with the camera, and the player controller is just possessing that character. And the blend time, I'm going to make it 3, and come off of here. I'm going to do reset, ignore look input, and another reset move, ignore, move input, and these require a controller input. So target is controller, so you need to give it a controller. So we're going to get the player controller, like so. Hook that into there, there. And last bit is to take the, what's the last bit we've got to do? Nope, that should do it. Let's test that out. So camera changes, we talk, we end. I can move. Whoa. So that is one other issue. So I'll show you that again. I can end it, but when I start walking away, the camera goes all squiffy. So to fix that, when you go to your set view target blend, just tick this lock outgoing. And on here, where are we going? There. That's what I forgot. I knew I forgot something. So when I go up to him now, talk, and when I start moving, the camera will follow my character. And that's it. So as I said, this is very useful. You see it in a lot of games, especially when you've got younger players and you want people to see how to get to certain places or see what it was that button just opened up. They just click on the button and the camera will blend over to whatever actor it just turned on or off. So it's very, very useful, and it looks quite fun as well. And that's it for this episode. So if you do have any questions or get stuck, please let me know in the comments below. And obviously, please like and share this video and subscribe to any future Unreal Engine 4 tutorials. And I'll see you next time. Cheers.